between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they'll switch it up here, look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Every week we hear
talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack.
And on his first carry, he loses the football. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And trouble there, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Hampton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Like a freight train there. Derek Nottie with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. throw, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. They'll run on first down. It's Mills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run with Mack. And some room to work. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there. A big one. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed. And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option. And they're right down here looking for 6. They'll run here with Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Hampton. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 1st and 10, Hampton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hampton. And incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hampton. Past the 20. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw here. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Titans first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. Sanders a first down, still going. Touchdown, Titans. Miles Sanders, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's a room to maneuver. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll run with Sanders. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Colts 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That one good for 12 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Hampton. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hampton, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Hampton. He finds Corey Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled the run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Myers able to knock it. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Tennessee.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this one is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Hampton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down. Hampton. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Catch made here by Campbell. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throw left side complete. That's Mills. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Back now here on EA Sports. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No game.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hampton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hampton. This one caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Back to throw. Hampton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun for Evans. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Ball carrier.
Miles Sanders with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Colts 7. Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. Deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. Now it's straight. He loses the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
The good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Hampton, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hampton, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hampton, man open left side is Brown. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Titans 52, Colts 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. He's got some breathing room. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Dancing to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like
it's a foot race. The 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Eluding the pressure right. And drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now, 3rd and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hampton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun, Hampton. Got him in. He finds Sanders. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Titans 59.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of